Hi, I'm Skylar Covington. I have a Bachelor of Science in Engineering. I graduated in May 2007, and I'm working at ON Semiconductor.
My name is Paul Hale. I graduated in electrical engineering at Arizona State in May of 2009. Currently, I work for General Dynamics as an engineer, and I'm going to be going to grad school here at ASU this coming fall.
My name is Matthew Mollering. I graduated in 2005 with a degree in electrical engineering, and I then went to work for Honeywell, and I worked there from 2005 until 2007.
Electromagnetics is essentially a heavy application of Calculus 3. There's a lot of vector calculus. You set up your system, you look at the electromagnetic fields, you look at the boundary conditions, and you solve them. And it's all of the equations are represented in vector form, and you get a differential equation that you have to solve. I'd say about half of my work is performing Calculus 3 problems.
I think a lot of college degrees are definitely, the prerequisites matter as far as it's a building block, right? But I think engineering is even more so in that you have to really understand the concepts in those early classes so that you can apply them in the more difficult specialized classes that you'll take as upperclassmen in your junior and senior years. And I just think that's what prepares you that's what those classes prepare you the most for.
The most useful was basic electrical circuits, electromagnetism, and semiconductor circuit analysis.
For the software design that I did at Honeywell, for that engineering aspect, obviously, and the programming classes helped, and some of the mathematics classes and logic classes helped as well, as far as teaching you how to do just basic problem solving.
My advice would be to take advantage of every opportunity that's available. During your college years, this is when you're defining yourself as a person, and you have a lot of opportunity to explore new ideas and to step out of your comfort zone and see who you really are.
My experiences with extracurricular activities has really enhanced what I've gotten from my education. So I would highly encourage pursuing those types of activities.
You want to get involved and definitely make the most out of your first year that you can. But aside from that, you got to study hard. It's not, like I said, it's not the classes only get harder in engineering. They're not going to get easier. And the better you do and the harder you focus at the beginning, the easier time you're going to have later. Is just master the physics and mathematics concepts in your early classes now, so that it'll just make your life easier later on.
The most beneficial part of my college experience was the ability to become self-reliant.
I tried to be pretty involved on campus, so I think that definitely benefited me a lot.
If I could do it over, I would spend more time exploring new things, step out of my comfort zone every chance I got, and I would have continued my education before entering industry.
I probably could have studied more. Everybody probably looks back and says they could have done, you can always study more. But like I said before, just study at the beginning as hard as you can, do as well as you can in those early classes, and it'll just make it easier later on.
Most importantly, I've had to learn to communicate effectively, especially with other engineers who English is not their first language. In addition to that, I would say I've had to learn to manage my time more effectively and prioritize things.
Being able to work with people is the most important thing at my job. A lot of the time engineers, or people who are going into engineering, do so because they don't like working with others. And while I appreciate my alone time and being able to work by myself, the most important thing in my work is when necessary, you need to be able to work with other people.